goes.
Well, hello everyone. I'm so excited to be here with Ada, my beautiful friend Ada, on the first of, I hope, many sessions about our passionate topics of health and well-being.
Yes, it's great to be here, Gina. It's good to be
very excited.
Good to be talking about what we're going to talk about, which is the gut and skin relationship. And you probably have heard of this often.
So to get started, how about you just give us a little bit of a quick overview of what you do, Ada, and then I can do the same, and then we can dive into some detail. Terrific.
Definitely. Now, I'm a holistic practitioner at Annandale, so predominantly I use acupuncture and Chinese medicine to treat a number of illnesses and disease states. So this is what essentially I do, but obviously we can talk about a bit more later. It's just an introduction. So let's
and so for me, my business is living Inabundance, and over the last 5+ years, I've started to pursue my interest in health and wellness. So my background is corporate, actually the complete 180 degree opposite, IT and management consulting, but I've always had this passion around health and wellness, and since having my family, have really pursued that as I've reinvented myself. And now have a career in helping and coaching people to look and feel their best. So super excited.
I know. I think we're like-minded in that respect. You know, I've started my life as an artist and an educator as well.
Wow.
You know, complete career change in some respect. But in actual fact, that's something that I adopt in my clinic as well. So it's a bit different from what you would experience, because I do a lot of art therapy, acupuncture, food therapy. So this is predominantly what we're going to concentrate on today.
Yes,
because it's about the gut.
Yes, our topic of deep passion, and you know, every time I turn on the television these days, there's someone talking about the gut, you know, as a topic. And in particular, what are we going to talk about with regard to the gut?
Oh, look, we really have to state the fact that food is medicine, and food can be treated as medicine these days, and often that's the Chinese medicine philosophy, and that's got a scope of over 3,000 years of history. So we're really understanding what it's been developing for a long time, and modern medicine actually had its beginning of research in 1930s. So we're really just starting to understand how food can impact our gut.
And what are some of the problems that we experience, or that you find people experience as a result of issues with gut health?
Yeah, so some of the simple effects are obviously pimples, discoloration, pigmentation, eczema, or eczema, depending on how you like to pronounce it. There's different pronunciation, obviously, and a whole lot of other effects. Now, with pimples and acne, that's predominantly a lot of issue with adolescents, but it goes into adult stage as well. And unfortunately, when it's not treated correctly, it can cause scarring. And that's what happens with a lot of skin conditions. It's scarring in the facial area and also parts of the body. So it's really important to understand how we can prevent that from happening. Because once it's scarring occurs, it's hard to rectify it. But if we can get it before it starts scarring, then you've got more opportunity to have that beautiful skin, you know, the supple, natural skin that you rather have, right?
So Ada, you're saying that your gut health is actually directly related to your skin and how your skin presents. Wow, yeah, that's super important. Yeah.
It is. I think a lot of people have really understood that over time. And, you know, modern science have now really got onto it with discussion of the microbiome of your body. That's your GI actually have an effect. And they've noticed that with some recent research in 2011, that, you know, Crohn's disease and celiac disease actually often affects skin. And in some cases, they've noticed that if they prescribe certain medication to treat those two diseases, it actually eliminates the skin effects it causes, because it has that relationship, as we call it.
Wow, that's really insightful actually, because a lot of people have been suffering and don't actually understand by addressing some of that the gut health issues, they can actually start to really transform their health and and some of these symptoms, you know, like skin issues and whatnot, will be improved.
I know, but it's just, sometimes it's actually quite a simple strategy, and that's what we like to kind of develop with these videos, to sort of educate you in the way of preventing that from happening in your life, and understanding how food can be medicine for you, because you use the food as everyday medicine.
Correct.
And that's a fantastic thing to do, because why spend it on supplements and vitamins that you might not need, right? And you're actually maybe putting in your body something that you don't require, and it's become toxic as well.
That's right. Yep.
Right.
Terrific. So how about we jump into some of the tips that we have
Yeah,
for everyone?
yeah, I think
when
so.
you want to start with improving your health, your skin, your gut health, what are some of the kind of quick tips that we can offer today?
I think you can start with one.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. So for me, it's about clean eating. Clean eating with seasonal fruit and vegetables, predominantly a lot of veggies, as fresh as possible, organic if possible, and having lots of nothing out of a packet basically. Just getting back to basics with cooking and using raw ingredients to create food.
Exactly. I mean, that's our main strategy and goal in just employing the basic principle of food. Now, I guess what I want to sort of introduce is, with Chinese medicine, we talk about food preparation, and it's really, the key is not to overcook your food. And there's different ways and variations to cook the type of food. Now, with vegetable, we actually recommend, and it's actually research, 2 minutes is maximum.
Wow.
So you're just retaining that nutrient base. Like, you really want to have the nutrients back.
So crunchy vegetables.
Crunchy, yes, my kids are not fond of that.
Crunchy veggies.
Crunchy broccoli, oh
Yeah.
mummy, oh my gosh. Are you feeding us this?
I'm trying to get it till it's just that beautiful bright green
It
colour.
is.
I love
It is that
green.
bright green colour.
Yeah.
So you can actually distinguish when it just changes that colour.
Yeah.
That's almost that 2 minute mark. And it's quite interesting how you can just adjust your cooking time to that. And that's why they call quick stir frying is actually the best way to elicit, you know, that nutrient in your food.
Fantastic.
Especially with vegetables. Yes.
Awesome tips. So we've got clean eating with seasonal food, lots of veggies. Number 2, with quick cooking techniques, so you retain the nutrients and all those beautiful veggies. The next tip is to boost or to help with the inflammation in your body. And what's your tip there?
Oh, you know, the famous one, and I think most people know it, but just in case you don't, it's turmeric.
Turmeric, yeah.
Yes, but the special ingredient with turmeric is black pepper. They actually interact with each other and helps with the inflammation in your body. May it be pain or something that's affecting your skin. So it could be a gut issue as well. So any type of inflammation, we actually recommend either roasted turmeric.
I was going to ask, so how do you prepare it?
So you can use the root itself, but you would have to roast it in the oven for a good period of time, just to enhance that the warming aspect of the root. And it's otherwise, if you just want it uncomplicated, just buy the powder, which is already pre-done for you, and just simply sprinkle it in a drink or in your food. It's so simple.
That's easy.
Yeah, and some people just have it on a spoon, like some powder, or they have it in their coffee.
Right.
So there's turmeric latte that's really popular now. If you haven't tasted it, do try it.
Give it a go.
Yeah, give it a go.
Fantastic. And then the other tip from me is actually eliminating anything that's acidic in your body. So because we want to create more of an alkaline level in your body. Your body's pretty smart in terms of it can adjust pH levels, but it does that at a cost. So, for example, one thing I read recently, to increase alkalinity to your body will actually draw the calcium out of your bones. So the better option is and that's why we have things like osteoporosis, and you know, as we get older, the body's kind of finding ways to balance the body with the body's pH levels. So having more alkaline rich foods and less acidic type foods and inflammatory, because acidic foods are inflammatory foods, and inflammation is what causes disease in the body, basically.
Exactly.
And so they're eliminating things like caffeine, alcohol, refined sugar, gluten, and dairy, and that's mainly non-fermented dairy. So eliminating those things gives your body a chance to start that healing process. Having more alkaline-rich foods to increase the alkalinity is a fantastic way to boost that inner health.
Yep. Yes. To extend on that, when you're actually craving for some dairy, it's a good suggestion to have other options in that scope. Okay. And I guess what we can talk about is fermented dairy. So if you're craving for some cheese, obviously fermented cheese is better, as in yogurts, Greek yogurt, natural yogurt is probably the best one, or goat's yogurt or goat's cheese. Now, if you really want that lovely cheese that, you know, you kind of crave for, maybe blue vein or something that's with already a mold culture, because that's actually better for your stomach to digest. It is amazing.
So there are some great options for you. So well, that's terrific. And I think the other tip we spoke about is listening to your body.
Oh, I know, it's so important. And sometimes we forget that our body actually speaks to us. Like the mind and gut has that connection, right? Yeah, so does our skin. So what we suggest is usually just, if you're the shopper of the family, and sometimes you really feel drawn to certain food. We talk about the sight and smell and taste of food, and naturally you'll be drawn to whatever food or produce that seems to attract you on that particular day, and that's probably what you need in your body, because your body actually knows what you need. So follow that instinct, follow that gut intuition and instinct. And
not just feed your tongue. No. I think a lot of food, particularly packaged food, is all about feeding the tongue.
That's right.
A lot of things refined sugar has been known to create, to change, kind of have an impact on your brain for you to crave those high sort of sugary foods. So by eliminating those and eating when you're hungry and watching your proportions. So not just eating because it tastes great, eating to satisfy yourself. So listening to your body, which is sometimes, you know, sometimes we eat for different reasons, but kind of being mindful. I think you mentioned that word.
It's about mindful eating, and often you might even look into having a cleaner diet, as Gina suggested, and not only that, just be mindful when you have the food, because certain time frames are better for digestion. Obviously, we do recommend that dinner should be light and before 6 p.m. if that's at all possible. I mean, with the hectic lifestyle we lead these days, that might be a little bit difficult, but you know, it's what you want to put in place for your own good. And isn't it better you have better energy, better skin, better gut, and you feel overall better, right?
Ada, we could keep talking on this topic forever, so we'll wrap it up there. I hope something that we've said has inspired you, informed you. We're going to continue with these series, so keep watching. And then I guess lastly, if anyone wants to find out a little bit more about anything that we've spoken about today, feel free to reach out to either Ada or myself, Gina Tambasco, and we'd like to offer you a complimentary 30-minute consultation.
That's right.
So please reach out to us.
We'll add the information below or at the end of this video, and just to let you know how you can reach us. So have a good day.
Thanks everybody.
Thank
Bye.
you.